All right. So we're here for game one. And, I mean, we have our land, but I don't tend to like five card hands. Um, Even if they do have an asphyxiate and we are on the play, so we're likely going to be able to kill anything that he does on turn two or turn three if he doesn't play anything on turn two that we're too worried about. The issue is we still have a pretty decent chance of drawing lands for the rest of the game, and I don't want to get flooded out. I think I'll mulligan to 6. That's much better. Um, I mean, at least I get to put a Wave Crush Triton down. And if I draw another Swamp, then I can Freakish Cure something. So I'm going to lead off with the Swamp, so if I draw another one, I can cure something. At least he mulliganed with me, so it's not as bad. But he did then play a Plane, so now I'm a little bit worried. Oh, come on, deck. You know I wanted a Swamp there. Not something that is stone dead in my hand right now. And that's the downside of running a card like this. Um, it can be really stupid good, but at the same time, it can also be pretty junk. Oh, come on, deck. Just dead draw after dead draw. I mean, if I can get my hands on on another swamp, then I'm pretty happy at that point, because, that's good. All right, I'll play a Servant out. Yeah, sure, and I'll also attack. He doesn't have Divine Verdict mana up, and I'm about to play another blocker anyways. And I don't think many things have haste in this format that are in those colors. So let's see. All right, tapping out for a Coastline Chimera. That is fine. That is fine, sir. Oh my god. This is actually painful. Well, I get to attack with both. Get in for a damage, and then when I untap, I get in for another one, so there's that. He's like, does he have something? I don't. Except for a pass of the turn. Um, let's see what he does now. Because he could just leave this back with mana up and just double block all day. Which would be great, because if he did that and I draw a swamp, then I'm super happy. But, alright, he also didn't play an enchantment on that. That's something else I was really worried about, was his ability to, like, put something on that. I'm good with words. Alright, so I'm just going to attack. He'll probably just activate the ability, double block, and then I'll just slam a Centaur. I don't have anything that has Graveyard Recursion in this deck. I mean, I have the option of with the Fated Return, but I don't think it's that good. And I'll just drain him for 1 again after he double blocks. If I hit a land, I'm probably just going to pop the Sanguimancy just to draw, draw 2 next turn. It's a really, really sad draw 2, but, it happens. And I'm going to target myself. No, I'll target him, get some more information on what he's got in his deck. I don't think it matters either way. I don't have any recursion, and I don't think those colors will have recursion. Oh, good. I got rid of a bunch of really good cards that he probably would have loved to draw. But I probably also dug him to his Horizon Scholar. Ugh. And then he gets to scry 2. What does he do with it? He is going to look at the cards. Bottom and bottom. Okay, so he didn't like what he saw. So if I had a land, I'm doing the saddest divination. If I had a swamp, I'm just going to asphyxiate that and attack, because that's just value. Didn't hit the swamp. Didn't hit an island, but I drew a card I can play. I can't attack with the servant this turn. Because if I do that, then I need to pay for regeneration. I can't play the chorus. I think I just want to develop the board. If I hit another black mana, then I am off to the races. Because at that point, I'm just going to start. Like I can Freakus Cure my Triton, tap this down for 2 turns at instant speed, gain 2 life, which it isn't really a big deal. I'm at 22. I'm not worried about my life total, but I can throw in the Centaur just randomly and the Chorus of Tides. Probably don't want to take a 2-for-1 for a Scholar, though, in all honesty, but... Alright, this is when he slams, like, some big bestow creature and blows me out. Or plays his own archetype. Observant Alseid, huh? Yep. Can't do anything about that. He's attacking with both? Alright. Come on. Swamp. Swamp? Swamp. Okay. I think I just asphyxiate this. Oh, he's holding up double blue. That's nullify mana, though. Which is only creatures and enchantments. So I don't need to worry about that. So I'm just going to kill this. The only thing he could have is a Stymied Hopes, but I can pay for it. He'll get the Scry, but oh well. That'll leave him with a 2-2. I can attack with everything and not care about the 2-2, put a bunch of damage on him, gain a life next turn, and then he has to start blocking with the Scholar. I can do stuff at that point. Alright, so let's do that plan. Kill you. Haha, your Observant Alseid has come back to cause your own death. How does that make you feel, Coastline Chimera? I never noticed he had 2 heads. That's really cool. Is that a goat and a lion head? And a snake tail. Huh. There's a lot of different types of chimeras, apparently. Which is interesting to me. Cool. I should have known it had multiple heads. It's a chimera, but we'll see. So what is he doing here? He's taking his time, which is fine. Gives me time to have to fill and ramble on about stuff that I don't necessarily have planned ahead of time. Okay. And I just swing in with everything. If he has Titan Tactics, I am super sad. Because he'll get to eat my chorus. But... I have him on Counterspell, not on that. Alright, he's just gonna block. Does he have something? I don't think there's anything in blue that pumps. So I don't think he can block and then, like, finish off the Wave Crash Triton. So he's playing slowly, which makes me, which makes my brain be like, oh my god, he has something that you don't know about. I don't think he does, though. I really don't think he does. I could be wrong, though. So let's say he takes it. He takes 6 and then 7, puts him down to 9. He'll probably have to leave both of these back. I can then cure this, or I can attack with, like, these 3. And if he blocks a Servant, I say, okay, regenerate. If he blocks one of these, I say, okay, cure 2-for-1 myself. Or I can just kill this. We'll see. I could draw something like Voyage's End or Griptide or something to bounce the Scholar to do a bunch of damage. Oof. Oof. All right, well that's pretty rough. I'm oh he's attacking for 5. Can't deal with that at the moment. All right, Voyage's End. Yes. All right, I'm just gonna cure this and then I'll Voyage's End that later. He's holding up counter mana, but it's different counter mana. So I think he might just be holding up the same counter mana this time as he was last time. But I'm just going to cure that now. Because he probably wants to counter that. Guy's got a good deck, though. Multiple Hopeful Eidolons. He also has a Nimbus Naiad in there. Horizon Scholar is a pretty good card. It's a 4/4 flyer that scries too. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's got a lot of really good cards in his deck. Alright, so assuming this dies, we then attack with everything. Maybe he'll have like a Crypsis or something and try to untap this. So he's going to shoot my Chorus of Tides for, what, 2? Exactly 2. I think I just have to let it happen and just let him get the 2-for-1 on me. This card's so good. Because I really need to kill this Horizon Scholar. Like, the Horizon Scholar just has to die. Or has to get bounced, rather. Because I don't want to use my Voyage's End on just saving my Chorus. Yeah, it happens. I'm not happy about it, but at least now we know what he had. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Maybe he'll put something else on this and I can get him good. It'd be nice if you just like threw like 2 ordeals on it or something and I could just boop, blow him out, but this guy seems to know what he's doing. He at least seems decent at the game. He knows he doesn't have to go any more in on the Horizon Scholar. I should have left the Centaur back so I could have blocked to save myself 2 damage. But I got 2 more damage in. That'd be true if we were racing against the Scholar, I think, but I think we're racing a lot better now. The issue is now he gets to scry too. And he gets to replay it, so it's untapped. Yeah. Not the best. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to start... I don't know why I didn't leave back, like, at least, like, the Triton. Getting the extra damage in order to take 2 damage isn't worth it. Alright, you get your Horizon Scholar back. You get to scry 2 again. I don't like giving this guy all this card advantage, though. He's probably at least made up 1 or 2 cards off of the scries. And he's also getting me with, like, Acolyte's Reward and stuff. I do have, like, a Grip Tide and stuff that I can use if I need to, but it's in the deck and I have to draw it. And I'm also light on lands, so it's entirely possible I'll hit a pocket of them and that will end poorly for me eventually. So for now, I can take 2 to draw 2. I don't think I'm there yet where I'm like desperate really. I wish I had another mana so I could play the Chorus of Tides and have up Freaka's Cure against the Horizon Scholar. I can always attack with the Return Centaur. It's basically a free roll. The only issue is then if he has another spell that interacts, then I The 2-for-1ing myself doesn't work. Cost 3. If you were an instant, you'd be good. I think the play here is free roll attack with the centaur. When he blocks, I can cure and hope. Alternatively, I can cure on my turn, my Wave Crash Triton, tap that down, or alternatively, I can run out the Chorus of the Tides. He can't attack with either of these guys. I can then block with the Chorus of Tides if I need to. If he like does something crazy. I think I'll free roll the attack because I want this off the board. It's just super annoying to have out there, and he has to know I have something, so it might just get in for the damage. He's probably expecting like a boon or something. That or he's double queuing and he's just not watching this tournament right now. So I'm really going to hit him for 2 and put him to 8, which is pretty good, I think. Even with this, though, it's still only 7, so I can't even, like, miraculously have him attack with everything when I have enough damage out to kill him. There's a lot of different ways they could have went with Sanguimancy in the design process. They could have made it target player draws X cards and loses X life, or X is your devotion to black. That would have been really interesting because you could use it as a fireball type effect, similar to how people use Sign in Blood to kill their opponents sometimes. They could have made it, instant speed, which probably would have made it really good, like maybe too powerful. There's a lot of interesting space that they had to design in here, but they chose the simplest of the designs, which is interesting. I don't know if it's better or worse or whatever, but it's interesting. Well, he's really like considering blocks here, which makes me think he doesn't have anything, and he's worried that I have something. All right, I'm gonna let damage resolve. Then I'm gonna cure it. I guess it didn't matter. I was trying to play around another Acolyte's Reward or something. Jeez. Alright. Might have been a misplay on my part more than him outplaying me. Oh, jeez, I'm just going to draw 2. This guy's deck is pretty good for Sealed Event. I'm honestly a little bit impressed. No, this is just draw 1. Yeah, that's... Well, hopefully at least I got all of the tricks out of his hand. Because he had, like, Triton Tactics, Acolyte's Reward, like, back-to-back on me to just 2-for-1 me twice. But at least I know he has those now, so I can start playing around them next game. Just gonna come in with the 4-4. And I can't do anything about it. Alright. Gray Merchant. That's good. That's a good card. Gains me 3 life. Lets me have blockers for everyone that I care about, at least. Because I can just, he can't attack with anything but the Horizon Scholar, and the next turn I can just slam the Chorus of Tides to block if I need to. Yeah. I think I just have to run out the Gray Merchant here. The alternative is to run out the Chorus of the Tides. He hits me to 4, but if he has like anything, yeah, no. There's too much stuff that can go wrong if I don't play out the Gray Merchant now. The only thing I have to worry about is like a Stymied Hopes, but he doesn't have it right now. Good. Okay. So let's see. What do I want to draw? Like, what's good in my deck right now? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of like really good draws. Whoops. Nope. What am I doing? Go back to Magic Online, go to the match. I'll pass. Alright. Sorry. I always think you have to Alt-Tab in the Magic Online interface. I don't know why I do that. It's weird. Jeez. Alright, so I'm dead in... No, I'm not dead in 2 turns, so I have Chorus of Tides I can run out to block the Horizon Scholar. I have stuff that targets, right? So I could like lock it down. Jeez, that's not good. I can attack with everything. Then play Chorus. Block. Attack with everything again. Like, it doesn't kill him though in 2 turns. I think I just have to play it so that I don't die to these things. I can attack with everything. He'll probably just let it through. And then the next turn, I'll attack with everything again. Well, that lets him get in for 2 damage here and stuff, yeah. Alright. I'm just going to run out of Chorus of the Tides and pass. If I can just draw like a spell that targets, I can get the Wave Crash Triton to do stuff. Do I have a lot of stuff that targets right now? I use both my cures, my Voyage's End's gone. Do I have like a Grip Tide? Archetype's probably actually the best card in my deck right now? No, it's not. Oh, Retraction Helix, really? Alright. This guy's deck is so good. And I die. He just has like a billion like artifacts and stuff. Or not, enchantments. I mean, these do get better when someone's trying to Megatron. So I think I want to bring in one of them for one of the cures. Because he didn't seem like he had a lot of early game stuff. Most of the stuff that we saw was like, well, he'd have some good 2/2s. Cut the Sanguimancy. I don't know why I'm running it in the main. One of my friends said it was really good, and I wanted to try it. But in a game like the last game, where if it was probably any other card in my deck, I would have been able to do really good with it. Could bring in like the Triad to counteract his Megatron, because it's really good with its ability to, you know, bounce it. I don't have any way to abuse it, do I? Besides like resetting the Gorgon. I can mill him out, destroy his hand. Uh, it seems like it's it. Get a little extra scry going. Nothing really too powerful for this to come in. I don't think anything's really worth it. So I'm going to run it back. I could be entirely off on this, but I don't think splashing for a 3/3 for 4 that after what? You play it, then the next turn you put a counter on something, then so 3 turns later it can then interact with something. I think it's yeah. I'm just going to run it back like this with the extra Necrobite in. Because if I have like a Chorus that tides out and he does start going all in on something again, then I can just pop the Necro and maybe not guarantee a kill, but I can do some good stuff with it. Because he can like Grip Tide it or Voyages End it or something. We didn't see any of those. The only thing that we saw that was bounce was Retraction Helix. But yeah, we saw some good tricks from him too that we don't have in our deck. Or I don't think we have the ability really to get too many of like the top tier tricks. Which is how sealed works though. If you open a bad pool, you just have to outplay your opponents. If you open a really good pool, you just have to like, play decently. Oh, this is atrocious. And I'm on the play. Any land gets me an Asphyxiate. Any blue land gets me Omen Speaker. I also can get Servant out. I should mulligan this, but I have a Cure. If he goes aggressive. I know the right play is to mulligan. I'm just trying to justify not doing it. Is the right play even the mulligan, though? Like, I have one card in my hand that's alive, and any land over the next, 2 draw steps gets me up here. There's like a 70, almost 80% chance that I don't draw a land, though, over those next 2 draw steps. I know there's like a 70% chance I do draw one over the next 2 draw steps. But then anything else I draw is probably dead. Yeah, well. Good. Good. I'm going to keep this. God. That first one could have been a keep. It's questionable, but it could have been. And with him playing out something like that, then it definitely would have been a good keep, but oh well. I'll take some beatings from this soldier. Hopefully he doesn't like... Okay. I was hoping he wouldn't like ordeal it or something silly. Right on time. I'll play out the island for scariness value, I guess. I don't know. I do get the block. Because even if he has the thing that redirects damage, it'll only redirect 1 from this soldier to the phalanx later, so I'll still be able to kill that. Alright, he's spending a turn divinating, which means he gives me a lot. He gives me 3 cards next turn to look at, and I pick one of them. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Show me 3 cards. Land, land, land. Well, that wasn't the best Disciple of Phoenix I've ever played. I figured I can get something good out of his hand, but we know he has 2 planes in his hand and then 5 other cards. Alright, so 1 plane's left in hand and 5 other cards. And none of them you can play right now. I'm going to scry. I'm not doing anything else to my man at the moment. Get on the bottom. You. I do not want to draw you right now. I'll get in for one, I guess. If he wants to, like, use a crazy combat trick right now, I'm probably fine with it on the Disciple. I can start attacking next turn in the sky. I have a phalanx, so I can block. And if I don't draw anything, I can always attack with that as well. Nice, playing something. Oof. A 4/3, you say? I'm actually not afraid of that. Trade? 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 Didn't think so. Centaur, you say? I think I'll just turn on the Phalanx and attack with that in the Corsatides. I'm probably fine trading that off. It's not the best value, but I think it's fine. He has 5 random cards in the deck. I don't know what they are. Yeah, let's just start getting in. This might be greedy, but wow, he just took it? This guy's a monster. Did he scry? No, he didn't scry last turn. Did I scry last turn? I did, but I got the Centaur already. I don't have any graveyard recursion, so I'm going to mill you so I can see what I cut from your deck. Hopefully it was going to be cards I knew about. Oh, well, I got rid of Mr. President, which is good. Kind of don't want to have to play against him. That 4 toughness on him is just a beating against me. Hopeful Eidolon? Oh my god. I got hooked. I got hooked. Now he's able to slam me for 5 every turn. I mean, I hit back for what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But still. This is when he uses Triton tactics. Alright. Any spell that targets is great for me right now, because I can just, boom, get that thing tapped down forever. In the meantime, we're taking another 5. And he has a play. That's even worse. We might just lose here, folks. Oh, God. This might be a first round loss for us. Can't help but think that if I kept the first hand I had, I would have been pretty good. If I hit any land, I could have just went, kill this on turn 2, kill this when he plays it out, probably on turn 3 with the Asphyxiate. And then he probably would have been stuck with like Horizon Scholar and Hopeful Eidolon in hand. Nothing else to do with his life. And I would have had like cards and stuff. But don't live in the past. Live in the future. It's cooler there. And more land. Well, great. I only have one thing that flies. So if I do, I'm chumping. Because it only has 3 power. Chumping, he goes up to 19. None of my removal spells work on him anymore. Except for like if I get a... If I rip a Grip Tide, I'm still dead. Because I'm taking at least 4 here. Yeah. I'm probably just dead here. I just have to pass, though, which is sad. So if I take 4, I can rip Gray Merchant, I guess. That'll buy me another turn. But it still doesn't advance me towards winning at this point, because I really can't deal with the Eidolon. Maybe I should have switched to the green-white deck, because it had 2 ways of removing enchantments, and I knew he had a bunch of them. But, oh well. Corsetides, get under the bus. Shame I have nothing else to deal with that. Wait, you have more? Oh, come on. I mean, that card's fine. Just deals with my entire board. Shipwreck Singer? No. Alright. Well, I'm not going to drag it out, because I'm going to concede here. Thank you guys for watching round 1. My apologies. I don't think it was my best playing, but I don't think I made any, like, humongous mistakes. I mean, I'm pretty sure he just slammed this a turn after I attacked with the Corsetides, so I don't think leaving it back would have changed anything. And if you look at my draw for this game, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 land, and even scryed a land away. You know, that happens sometimes. My deck also doesn't have very much ways of getting around bad draws, like divinations and a lot of scry effects. It just has the Temple and the Omen Speaker, and we didn't draw the Omen Speaker. But hey, that's the way Magic works. It's a game that has inherent variance. You can be the worst player in the world playing against the best player in the world, and then you can still win. Let's see, what were we drawing into? Nothing? Perfect. All right. Thank you guys for watching this round, and I will see you in round